All right, we're gonna do an install today of a Solix 12 on a Lund 1750 Fisherman. We're gonna put a second transducer, high speed, so when you're driving across the water, you'll be able to pick up your depth at high speed. And then your side and down imaging transducer will be working when you're slowly trolling along. So we're gonna go and pull this one off. We've got an old Onyx on here, an Onyx 10. So we're gonna take this one off and proceed to put the Helix 12 in, or Solix 12. All right. Disconnecting this Onyx here so we can put a chase cord on there so we can bring the other transducers up. Pull one back, pull one in. New Solix 12 is a touch screen, so it's really ultra clear. Beautiful machine to use. I think you'll really enjoy it. All right. Nice thing about having long arms, you can reach up top and easily get this out. You gotta be nimble to do this job. So we put just a cord or string or whatever, and that way you can pull the wires back through again when we feed it through. To here. And there we are. Old transducer wire out. And there we have it. Old transducer off. All right. Some people will put the plastic transom boards, as you see there. It just makes it easier to put multiple transducers on the back, and also if you're trying to get it to work right or read properly, you don't have the trouble of drilling 20 holes in the back of your boat for nothing. Just drill it into the plastic and you stay afloat. The side and down imaging machines from Humminbird and pretty much any other brand will have a big long transducer. Sometimes in a boat you can get them to read at high speed, but not too often. So we always use a Y cable and do a high speed. With the metal bracket that goes onto the top of the side imaging transducer. Tighten them on good. It's got lock washers on there, so you don't have to tighten it too hard, so you pull the anchors right out of the transducer. All right, we got that in there. Now we are going to check the angle on the transducer for the high speed. And what we do is, I usually do is, I level the boat off. It's sitting too high, so we're going to crank it down here. Where we're at. Perfect. That's what I want to have right there. And then I check my level going across here, and he loaded the boat nice on the trailer, so it's level. So what I want to do is I want to check my angle. I've got a little string here, it's a foot long. What I do, put it top of the transom, and I check how far out it is. It's about 3 inches. With your package, with your transducer, you usually get a chart. And 3 inches, you want to use on this thing here. Humminbird has different angles for their transducers. And there's numbers in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you have a little knob on the end here. So we want to put it in number 1. And that's, it came off the chart here, 3 inches out. use number 1. And it'll give you the right, when we put it up against it, it'll give you the right angle on your transom. So it's not going down the water like this or like this. And then we use, this stuff is called anti-seize, since we're using all stainless bolts and screws and nuts. Put a little on there. Try not to get it all over the place, because it really is, it just gets everywhere for some reason. Notice with the anti-seize, it goes on quite nice. Well, I just take the time in taking this off. Some people take an alpha knife and cut it, and then cut the coating on the cable, and then they're kind of pooped because you can't repair it. All right, we're gonna start stringing these cables through. I'm going to try something, I hope it works. Got enough cable, string. All right, what we do is I wrap the cord because I got a long enough string. You can't really put 2 together and away you go, okay? So take a good chunk back there and I'll tape it here. Now we go to the transducer, the high speed. Get it untangled, take it around, tape it up, and start pulling the cables through. There we have it. 2 transducer cables through. Doing it that way makes life so much easier. Some people grab their old transducers, just yank it through, and then they're going, what do I do next? You can use, there's a fish tape that you use in the electrical industry. It's usually either a long spring steel type metal, and then there's the fiberglass rods too that you can fire through, but involves a lot of leaning over or pulling through and trying to dig it out. But if you do it this way, you're done. We can mount the new 12 on here too. There you go. Now I'll put the other bracket from the Solix 12 on. 2 more anti-seize. All right, that's done. Now let's mount these transducers. Get some bits. I like to pre-drill a little bit of a hole into the plastic because it'll the screw tends to auger out the plastic, and then you don't get a good hold. What I want to do is center up the motor, so center the back straight. I take my prop like this, do an imaginary line through here, and I go over 15 inches and I put the high speed. And with my eyeball, that should be right here. That's where the high speed should go. All right, what I want to do now is I want to position it right here. Click it about right there. I want half this below the boat. And I'm really looking on this side because that's the higher part. This one will be well below, but what I have right there would be perfect. So I want to do right in the middle of the holder. Perfect. My level, right there. Dead on. This is where you're looking at. See right here, this is what I want. This is just below the boat here. And this one went, and you'll get your water going around, and then you'll pick up at high speed. All right. Just take this. And I'll put it just above, right beside the other one, because it can still read out. It shoots off to the side, so, and I want it about that high. And heck, I can use that one screw hole right there. It'll be perfect. Right in the middle. All right. There you go. Now we just put our bolts on, level her off, and continue. More anti-seize. There it is. Level there too. Tighten it up. All right. Now finish it off. Clear silicone. And one more top here, top side. There we go. Now I pull the rest of the cables through. Take a few wire ties back here and finish it off really nice.
Getting stuff fixed.
Shouldn't wreck stuff all the time. See how pretty that looks? Power cord. Install that next. That's one out. New one in. Sometimes the power cords can be the same, but I usually replace them because you never know. You might have it's been used over a number of years, you get a little bit of a crack or something, and then you're doing it all over again. I hate doing stuff over again. Hey, we're hooking up the positive and negative on the power. Underneath here. All right, power's in. Let's hook up the Y cable. This is the side imaging one. And this will be the high speed one. All right, put the machine on and see if it works. This particular gentleman just put the new Altera on, so he'll be able to control his Altera from the screen on this fish finder. Moment of truth. We have liftoff. That is how you install this Solix 10, or Solix 12, I should say. Beautiful touchscreen. First time, there she goes. She's running. And then when he's going across the lake with the high-speed transducer, he'll be able to pick up the depth at high speed, and then his side and down imaging, so when they come up here, they marry up in behind, and it thinks it's one transducer, and there he goes. A beautiful screens. It's just such a clear finder. Side imaging, down imaging, and eventually if he wants to put a Mega Live on here, it'll be a real sweet setup.